We are going live right now, episode 176, as we talk about sea creatures. We talk about witches. We talk about disillusioned people and animated stuff. That sounds convincing. Join us, episode 176 of the Councilmen Show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be our 176th episode. Today will just be a duo show of Albert and Kelvin. Teguh is out there somewhere. I'm not too sure what he's doing. Ariq is with family, I think, out of town, so he can't join this time. But yeah, it'll just be Albert and Calvin show today. Your two favorites, right?
Yeah, as I mentioned when I was on call just with Arik and myself, I said that we are the best duo in the councilman. Now that you're here, I'm gonna say we're the best duo, and I'm gonna keep saying it as long as I'm part of the duo. I'm gonna keep on saying the best duo of the
Hey,
councilman. You guys figure it out.
it-
Very
it's like that.
egotistical, egotistical.
I forgot what show it is. It's the one that says like, I'm playing on both sides, so I always win.
Uh, yeah,
Forgot what show it's from though.
I don't
That's what
remember
I was
either.
doing like that.
Yep, exactly. My exact
So
plan.
yeah, Albert, what are we going to get into this week?
Yeah, we got plenty of stuff. We're recording this. If you're watching in the live stream right now, we're recording this right before the Marvel and Star Wars panel. So none of that will be discussed here. But we're talking about everything that's happened yesterday from the Disney and Pixar panel. So everything from the Hocus Pocus, Little Mermaid, Disenchanted, all the Pixar stuffs, Wish, Elio, Elemental, Inside Out 2. So all of that will be discussed here. Basically, the main meat of the show is all the Disney Pixar stuff that's happening in D23
Yeah.
Expo. But fear not, we are planning. We're planning ahead. We're gonna do an emergency bonus podcast for the Marvel Star Wars stuff once that drop later
Oh
today.
yeah, definitely.
So tune in for all of that. And yeah, if you're listening on the audio podcast, that will be available on the audio podcast too. On the councilman podcast feed. But otherwise, you can check it out on the YouTube channel and the Joe Movies YouTube channel as well, where we live stream every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, and
Yeah, and also outside of the emergency podcast, of whatever they're going to announce tomorrow and the day after, right? 2 more days, right?
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're
Uh,
doing a lot of stuff on Sunday. So we'll have to see.
well, we'll have to see. If it's something substantial, then press the button. Emergency time. Also, besides that, we are planning to also make what's the name? A pre-recorded video of like the episode reviews for She-Hulk, Rings of Power, and also what's the other one? House of Dragons. So
All
yeah,
right.
fear not for that as well. We are going to cover them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, it just won't be as a live show, but pre-recorded. So please share your thoughts in the comments in those videos later on. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. All right then. So I guess we should just get started.
Yeah. And yeah, we got a lot to cover. So let's just dive into it and see what our thoughts are on all of it. I don't think I've heard anything. I mean, I shared all of this. I mentioned to you, hey Calvin, get ready. 18-page show notes coming in. We got lots of stuff, but I haven't heard anything regarding your take. So I'm curious if you
Is that
don't
even
give a shit about
is
any
it
of
18
these, or
page?
actually excited. It is 18.
Oh, it is.
I put pictures, I guess, but it is 18-page.
No, but in total it's 21 pages. We have a 21-page note
Yikes!
with a
Yeah.
cover page and everything.
Yep.
But yeah, so I guess yeah, I get you'll hear it later on the show. But yeah, let's get started with our usual our. Wait, there's a soundtrack for it now. Yeah, you're going to get started with our
Watchies. Quickly.
weekly
Watchies.
watching. Definitely rehearsed. Hmm. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to tell you guys what we watched this week, and also please in the chat chime in with what you watched this week, and your thoughts on the movies we watch as well. Yeah, I suppose.
Mhm.
So yeah, Albert, why don't you go ahead first? Uh,
So are we? We're doing two. We're doing four each. Two
No,
each.
so each of us, oh yeah, for because it's only two of us, so Albert is going to do two movies, I'm going to do two movies, and in the end, there is one movie that we both watch, so we are going to talk about that. It's a very newly released movie, and I think we all know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Albert, go ahead first.
I'll start with my favorite movie that I watched this week. I rewatched The Princess and the Frog, the 2009 Princess and the Frog, from
Yeah,
Disney. Um,
yeah, all right.
Well, yeah, I love this film. This film is great. It's even better on the rewatch. Everything from the music, the jazz style, and everything. It's so nice and so different for a Disney flick. And just it's dark too, with Dr. Facilier as the villain. And like the whole love story really works. And I just love that the idea of the film is sort of like you got to work hard. You got to remember to work hard to achieve what you dream, but also take a break, wish for it a little sometimes. You got to remember to take a break. Don't push yourself too much. And just be nice and just do the right thing, and the great things will come to you. So I just really really love it, and all the supporting characters from Ray to, oh man, I'm blanking on the name of the crocodile already. It's like, is it,
Got the name as well.
what is the name of the
I don't
crocodile?
remember
I'm
the
gonna I'm
name.
gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna look it up. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna say Snappy.
no, it's something super generic. It's like Mike or
What?
something.
What?
I
I
don't
was
think
thinking
it's
of
I don't think
Bob, but okay.
I don't think it's Mike. Hold on, let me see. Crocodile, 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 crocodile. Where the hell is it?
Yeah.
Ray is
I gotta say
dad.
though, Princess and the Frog is definitely up there for like the best uh like Disney princess movie kind of thing for me. I absolutely love the songs from
Mm.
Princess and the Frog. Yeah. Especially the one with the grandma singing, I think when they're still frogs.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dig a Little
that's
Deeper, I think the title for that.
dig a little deeper.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Boy, I really like that. I really like that. Yeah, the whole jazz influence because it's New Orleans, right? Yeah,
Yes, it is
right?
New Orleans.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I really love the whole jazz influence and everything for it. Yeah. And like yeah, I guess the message as well. The only problem with it is, it has to be frogs for some reason. If you
Wait, are
guys
you are
don't
you
know,
are you
I
scared?
despise frogs. They're disgusting creatures.
Wait,
I
when you watch
despise
it, do you
them.
feel disgusted
It feels a bit weird. I'm like,
when
I
they
don't want to
kiss the
enjoy it.
frog?
Yeah, I don't want to enjoy it because it's frogs, but the songs are too much of a bop. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only problem. That's the only problem with it. If it weren't for frogs, let's say if it's like I don't know, a snake maybe it'll be above Tangled.
Fair. But yeah, no, like you say, all the songs are banger. Like "Dig a Little Deeper," "Down in New Orleans,"
Yeah.
"Almost There" is a low key one of
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite, because that was like one of the
They
first
go
songs.
deeper and almost there. Definitely those
Friends
two are like the top.
and
Yeah.
Friends on the Other Side, like the villain songs also, and like the whole
Mhm.
voodoo thing. I forget that it's because now ever since I watched Community, Keith David, who does he play in Community?
Oh,
The
is it
the IT
yeah,
teacher.
the IT guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his
Um,
name. Yeah.
like his voice is so distinct. So now randomly I've seen him in several
Wait,
animated films. Like, damn, his
is he the
voice is
villain?
so good. He's the villain in this one.
Oh, he's the villain? Damn,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know that.
good deep voice and like yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
By the way, name of the
Yeah.
alligator is Luis. Like Louis Armstrong. Because
Yeah, look, that name is not a common
okay,
name.
I was thinking of like it's not like it's not you don't associate that name with an animal name. You associate it with something else. That I
I
was thinking
guess.
in my head was that.
I guess, yeah.
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 Nope.
Do you think you're going to remake a live action remake of this Princess and the Frog at one point?
I think at this track record they will eventually at one point. I don't know how soon, especially since they are. We're not covering this on the show, but this is part of the D23 thing. They are refurbishing. They're changing Splash Mountain, right? The theme park, right? I don't know if you're familiar with
Mhm.
Splash Mountain in Disney, but they're changing that whole thing thematically to Princess and the Frog to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I believe that's what they call it because we know like
Okay, that's cool.
Splash Mountain is problematic with the film history and everything. So they're changing that. So it's gonna be relevant. It's gonna be a fan favorite again. Gonna be in people's minds. So might be down the line. We'll have to see.
Like as as much as I'll be oh yeah, sorry, my internet was a bit bad. Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I'll be like excited, for it, I don't I'll have to see first how realistic the frog is.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll have to see first
yeah.
how realistic the frogs are. If it's like still cartoony a little bit, I'll be like, all right, that's fine. But if it's like Lion King level of like realism, I might pass on it. Not might, I will pass on it.
Fair, fair. Although, can you imagine
Unless,
the voodoo stuff in live action if they go really dark? That'll be really cool.
oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, yeah. So, Princess and the Frog. Anything else you want to say about it, Bern?
No, I think it's just it climbs up my rankings of Disney animated films. I believe is like now in the top 10. I don't have my exact ranking. That's a lie. I have my exact ranking right here. It's number 8. It's number 8 out of what however many ever like 60 films. Number 8 out of 60
Damn.
films. It
Yeah.
just climbs up the ranking. I really love it. I gave it 4.5
But
stars on Letterboxd.
4.5. I thought it was going to be a 5. I already typed down 5 on the private chat.
Uh, um, yeah, it's 4.5. It might climb up to 5 eventually. It
Yeah, it's
might climb
because
up
of
to
the
5
frogs,
eventually.
right? Yeah, I got you. It's because of the frogs.
No, I don't know. It's just it's good. It's just it for 5-star film for Disney, it have to be like multiple rewatches and like just grow attachment to them, So
All right, all
this
right,
is
all
getting
right,
up there
sure.
though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So for me, best movie I watched this week is I think came out 2 weeks maybe ago, maybe Prey, that Predator movie that I didn't know was Predator.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
nice.
I watched Prey. So this is the first time I'm not counting Predator versus Aliens because technically that's my first exposure to Predator and Aliens. I'm not counting that. So technically this is my first Predator movie, Prey.
Okay.
Yeah, and uh wait, so is Prey like is this like the first time the alien, the Predator came to Earth?
It's a prequel. I don't think they specify if it's the first time or not. I don't think it is, but it's like it's the earliest in the series in terms of timeline.
Oh, the earliest in the series, but it is connected with the existing movies, right?
Yes, there is a spoiler alert for Prey for like the next 10 seconds. There is a scene where they give a gun. It's a reference to Predator 2, which is the dumbest shit ever in Predator 2. But yeah, you know the scene I'm talking about in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't
okay.
get the reference because I haven't watched it, but yeah,
Well,
okay,
you watch you watch
I'll look
you
for
watch
it
Prey.
then.
You watch Prey, right? You
What is
watch a
it?
scene where you watch the scene. Okay, another 10-second spoiler warning. I'm gonna put this up a little bit for a bit. Okay, spoiler alert, real quick. Kelvin, in Prey, they gave you the Amber Midhunter character, the main character. She got a
Oh,
gun, right?
right. Yeah, that's true.
She got a gun,
Yes.
which feels very random because she's like a Native
Yeah.
American, like suddenly having a gun. It feels very random. It's a weird ass callback to Predator 2 because in Predator 2, there is a scene at the end of the film where the main character, played by Danny Glover, he defeated the Predator, and so the rest of the Predator pack comes in, and they were like, you know what, you're a fierce warrior. Take this old ass gun, keep it as a souvenir. And it's so weird and random in Predator 2. And now it become a reference of like, oh, this is the weapon that killed one of us, so we're giving it to you. It's weird, but yeah, you get it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sure. 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 Yeah.
Spoiler warning off.
But honestly though, Prey. Yeah. It's really freaking good. I really enjoyed it. Um, the main character, I forgot the girl's name. Let me check on it a little bit. I know the
Um,
brother is Abby
well,
or something
I
like
know the
that.
actress is Amber Mid Thunder. I forget her character name. I think it starts with an S.
Character name is Naru. Naru. Yeah.
Naru. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. Amber Mid Thunder. Damn, that's a cool name as well. Why don't they just go with Mid Thunder as the
Yeah.
character's name? That would be much cooler.
Yeah. That is her surname, but yeah.
No, but yeah, Naru in the whole movie is like she's amazing as the as the lead. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like uh yeah, I'm just saying like that's how you make a good what's the name main character, especially um there's a whole trend of like female protagonists not being the best, but this one is actually good because they aren't trying to push any agenda, I guess.
Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's actually just being a main character, and everything. So yeah, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, of course, the whole cast is also great. The brother, Tabi, played by Dakota Beavers.
Beavers. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and everyone else. Yeah, they're just great in the movie. I think it's full, in the native
The
like
cast.
descendants, right? Yeah, the cast.
Yeah, I believe they're all Native Americans. For the one who plays the Komachi, they are all of them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you?
Honestly, what is it?
Did you? I'm guessing you watched the English dub.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Did you know that? Did you know that there is? Because Calvin Ariq didn't know this when I talked to him. Did you know that there is a Komachi dub available as well?
I did not know. Is
They
it better?
shot the film. Well, some parts of it, because I'm not sure. It feels like it's sort of like a dub, not an actual recording of the. Not they shoot
Okay.
it in Komachi, so some of the dialogues doesn't match up, like with the mouth. But there is on Hulu where this is released, there is both an English dub and a Komachi dub. And
Damn,
yeah,
alright,
I
that's
just
cool.
want to let people know in case they don't know, because it's pretty cool that they did that.
If you want to get immersed, go do that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
super
yeah.
immersed. Yeah. But and outside of the main cast and everything, the Predator itself, it looks the Predator looks great when it's like fighting the bear. God damn, with
Hmm,
like blood pouring down on it. It's like,
so cool.
whoo, whoo. That's a cool ass shot right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then yeah, the way that how Naru is able to defeat the Predator, it's really creative. I like that. I like that. It's not like the usual. I'm just gonna shoot this guy in the head. Nah, it's really creative, like setting up traps, like Home Alone in the jungle.
that you're not wrong.
So yeah, really enjoy this, especially for my first Predator movie.
Good
I
first
might
film.
get into the series. I might get into the series. I'm hooked after Prey. Hopefully, the rest is as good as this.
Probably lower your expectations a little bit.
Nah, I'm going to set my expectation real high, Albert. And then,
Okay.
so yeah,
I feel sorry for you then.
I give Prey a solid 4.5. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, same as me.
Yeah, 4.5 for Prey. All right. So yeah, Albert, what about you? You have
Well,
other movies?
you're gonna see a theme here,
Okay.
because the other film that I
Disney.
watch, it's also a Disney.
Okay.
Um, and I'll just bring this one up because I think another one will naturally come into conversation when we talk about the news. I rewatched Hercules last night actually. So
Which one? The Dwayne
this
Johnson one?
no, the Disney animated Hercules.
Yeah, of course.
1997, I believe. Yeah, but
Mhm.
I rewatched this. Really enjoyed it. It's always been sort of like it's always been a movie where I like a lot, but not to the point where I love it. I think the story works great. I think it's a lot of fun to see. I think the romance really worked between Hercules and Meg, and Phil, voiced by Danny DeVito, the satyr, the one his trainer,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is really fun to watch as well. And Hades is just such a good villain. He's such a
Mhm.
great villain too, and so entertaining. And obviously the music is very different because it's like a rock ballad kind of thing compared to all other Disney stuff. So it's really different and nice. Um, there's just like some stuff here and there that uh, I don't know what about it. Like this and Aladdin, like both I really really like, but not to the point where I love and become like top 5 favorite for me. It's just something
Mm.
that's a little bit lacking. I don't exactly know what it is. I cannot point it out. But overall, I still really like Hercules.
Well, what's your favorite song?
From this one,
Yeah,
oh,
I know my favorite. I know my favorite one is uh Max sang it. Was it
I I
something
can't
something this one?
something I'm in love. Fuck, I'm blanking
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
exact
yeah.
wording.
Well, let me Google it real quick. Yeah,
I can like hum the whole song when I'm
I
blanking on the
won't say
title.
I'm in love. That's the
I
one. I won't
won't
say I'm
say
in
I'm
love.
in love. Okay, won't is the
Yeah,
word that I'm
yeah.
missing.
I love that song. And then like Zero to Hero is like up there as well. It's like probably second
Yeah,
favorite. Zero to Hero.
I
Yeah.
have to say, I think I also have to agree. I think I Won't Say I'm in Love might be my favorite, and Zero to Hero is second, and Go the Distance is third. Um,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Zero to Hero is really fun.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, yeah, Mac was low key like a childhood animated crush that I had after I watched Hercules the first time. I'm like, Mac looks good.
Fair. I don't think I saw this until 2016, 2017, the first time around.
I mean, the first time I watched it, I don't really understand either because I don't know English
Oh,
yet.
okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much would you rate this, Albert?
I gave it 4 out of 5.
Oh, same. Okay. Well, a lot of 4 out of 5 today. We watch good
Shit.
movies, man, this week. And I'm a ru- I'm a since we're going down. So yeah. Yeah. I guess jump back to me. I watched The Empty Man, a 2020 movie. It's a horror thing. Um, it's a 3 star, 3.5, just 3 out of 5 star. Nothing too cool about it. Yeah, the concept is really good. It's just that they try to do a little too much of everything, and then like at some part of the movie, it just gets really slow. Uh, but yeah, the ending is pretty interesting, I guess. The twist that they had at the end. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's just a nice 3 out of 5. Yeah. I also watched Uma, that Sandra Oh movie. Not that good either. That's like a 2 out of 5. So that's about it.
I have never heard of this Empty Man film. 2020, you said?
Yeah, I also just found out when I was browsing to Disney Plus. Apparently they have it there. I'm like, oh, might as well watch it. And yeah, for the other movie Uma that I watched I had high hopes for it because I saw the poster and it looks really cool. Uma UMMA. It's by Sandra Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, the poster looks pretty good. I was like pretty interested in that, and then yeah, turns out it's not that good. Same
Fair.
what's the name thing with the Empty Man? They try to do a little too much, and Uma is even more packed because it's only 1 hour 20 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, not the best. So yeah, it's just that nothing. too much to talk about. So now
Tired of
let's
what?
jump into the movies that we both watch. Wait, Albert. Before that, do you have any other thing that you watch? Just mention it briefly.
Um, all Disney,
Oh,
uncoincidentally.
okay.
I watch Robin Hood, the animated Disney film,
Yeah,
and Zootopia. I watched Zootopia again. So
it is good. Yeah. All right. So I guess yeah. With that out of the way, now let's jump into the movie that we both watch. The newly released, I think it just released this week.
yeah,
Live action Pinocchio. It's bad, guys. It's bad. Let's just put it out there. It's really bad. I think Albert. I read your review on Letterboxd. I definitely agree on that.
I
Yeah,
hate it so much.
yeah.
I posted a TikTok review of it of ranting how it blew up. I was like, oh shit. um, but the film is awful, dude. And I don't know if we want to go to spoilers or not.
Do we, I mean,
Because it's based on it's based on a film that's like 1940 something. So it's like the same premise, but guess what? It's not the same premise because they change a lot of things. So like, should we
they
just
did. Yeah.
spoil it? Like, should we just talk about some of the changes?
Honestly, I don't think the chat cares. It's freaking live action Pinocchio. I
Yeah.
I feel bad for Teguh. It's in his draft, right? Yeah,
Yep, it's on
it's in
his
Teguh's
draft.
draft. Yeah. So hopefully the chat don't mind. So we'll just put up a spoiler warning in case people want to watch this without spoilers for some reason.
Yep.
Pinocchio. Let me just put in the spoiler.
I got it.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Pinocchio spoiler warning. Yeah, you're welcome, Katie Lynch. We'll do the suffering for you. So yeah, Albert. Yeah. What's your thoughts on this movie?
The movie is bad. I
Yeah.
like some big things is first of all like they changed some part of the script which I don't understand because it and to to quote Dan Morrell, who's a movie critic, he has his own channel as well, is one of my favorite reviews. When it comes to Disney live action remakes, if you do too close to the original, it become a pointless and lifeless remake. Example, The Lion King. If you
Mm-hmm.
change too much, then you risk the wrath of the purist. Example, what's one that they changed way too much? Dumbo, I guess. Dumbo completely changed the whole film. This version attempts to do both and succeeds at neither, which is completely true. Because the thing
Yep.
that they took away directly, frame by frame, there are some scenes that frame by frame they took from the original film, which I absolutely love. Um, it's like it feels so flat and there is no charm to it. And the things that they change makes it even worse.
Mm-hmm.
there's
Yeah.
so many there is so many things to like, starting with Geppetto's backstory. I don't know why they have to change him, that like he have a dead family member, which makes it so grim and a little bit creepy as well because it's sort of like manifesting his own dead kid to Pinocchio in a way,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That sounds really creepy. Like,
right?
like I get it. Your child's dead, but then he make a wooden toy, and it's like, yeah, this is my boy now. That's
Yeah, it
that's
becomes,
not low creepy. That's just kind of creepy. Not gonna lie.
it reminds me of Brahms the Boy.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. This
uh,
the Disney version of this. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like not only
And
that, go ahead.
also, I just want to mention real quick about the opening when Disney is just flexing all their IP with
That
with the cuckoo clock. Like that's just it's just wrong. I feel like it's just nah. It's not in the place.
not only is it out of place and like it's sort of like it doesn't make sense, it's also very distracting because it take you
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
movie instantly. You're like, what the fuck? It's either you're like baffled of like what the shit, or you're like, oh, look at that, that's Woody, that's Dumbo, that's Who Framed Roger Rabbit, who Robert Zemeckis directed as well. So like it's like so it takes you out of it, you know. Like the
Yeah,
original is so
yeah.
perfect.
Before I watched the movie, I did saw your message about it though, like how they flex their IP. I was looking
Yeah,
forward to it, and I was like, damn. I thought when you say that they're like kind of like subtle about it. Nah, they're just like, hey, look at this.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's bad. That was bad. That was bad.
Also, like the VFX, the visual effects is like lazy. This film is like sort of the definition of lazy. Like Robert Zemeckis sort of feels like he's doing it just because Disney is telling him to do it and he's getting paid. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll direct it. I guess Tom Hanks, you want to help me out, old buddy? You've been in 3 of my films, fourth time. Let's help me out, be Geppetto. And then like the VFX, it feels
Mhm.
incomplete, especially in I don't know if you noticed the last scene of the film where they're in the after they
Oh
escape
yeah,
Monstro.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, it looks like it's temp VFX. There is like no way to Pinocchio, no way to Figaro, no way to Cleo, no way to Jiminy Cricket. They feel so lifeless. They feel so flat. Like it's
Agree.
literally like a temp VFX. Like what the fuck? It's like they sort of gave up halfway. Like whatever. Let's release this film.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
awful.
the whole movie, the CGI, the VFX, everything, it just feels so half-assed, everything. Like, uh, it really, like, when I see the model of Pinocchio in it, kind of thing, and then when they try to, if it's a good, like, CGI VFX kind of thing, they'll be able to blend the CGI character in the world, like, pretty well. This time, I feel like they didn't do that, they didn't do that well, so it feels kind of like Pinocchio just like kind of like sticking out in the background kind of thing. That's how I feel at least. And then especially when they go to Pleasure Island, when they're in the roller
There's some bad
coaster,
VFX.
and then you see like the close up of Pinocchio's face, and then you get to see the background a little bit at the back. It's just quite jarring to see.
Yeah,
And
and
also
like
the
I
end, and his close up with Tom Hanks. It was kind of
right.
like the whole touching thing. Just doesn't
Right. See,
work.
I think that and I'm not going to say that there is no place for Disney live action remakes because I think there is. Like I like Aladdin because um because in Aladdin the guy Richie Aladdin he clearly have a vision and he makes it different and which is what I like. It have its own identity.
Hmm.
And same with Cinderella and same with Jungle Book. They have its own vision and what they want to do. I don't think there was a clear vision with what Pinocchio wanted to be. So it's sort of like you said, like they sort of half-ass everything because like it's like a mix. Like again, like it's a mix of they want to do something new, mix they want to stick something traditional. Pinocchio feels very cartoonish in the design, but then like Honest John is like super animalistic, the style of
Hmm.
like Jungle Book and Lion King. Like those are
Hmm.
two very different animation styles, and they put it together in one film. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, one like really realistic and one like cartoony, and then there's real life people in it as well. And there's Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket's pretty okay though, I think.
It's okay.
Yeah, like, and then it's just all try to be blend in like a real world setting. Nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't
Yeah,
work. Yeah. Um. Also, is the girl marionette? Is that a
that's
newly
an
added
original.
character?
That's an original
Yeah.
character. The songs with her is also original,
Okay.
which I
Yeah. Yeah.
thought the song wasn't that great, and they even took out one
No,
of
it's not.
a good song in the opening of the film. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll say this:
Uh,
Monstro's design, even though it's unnecessary that they change it, I think it's a good change. I think
I thought it was
Monstro looks
supposed
pretty
to be.
cool.
I thought in the original it was just a whale.
It's just a whale, but I guess it makes sense that it's a sea monster because it have to be really big, so you're in it. Because I don't think, I guess like maybe I've never seen a whale that big, but like realistically, I guess a whale shouldn't be that big, right? To swallow you whole and you're still alive inside of it. So I guess making it sea
There,
monster is a good change.
fun fact. There was a guy that got swallowed by a blue whale and survived.
What?
He did a Reddit AMA like a few months later.
Wow, that's insane. I did not know that.
Yeah. But yeah, what else is there? I actually, I wrote a review
I'm
on my Pinocchio thing. One person liked it, Charlie May. So shout out to that person.
Well, let's talk about the ending. How he doesn't even become a real boy. Like
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
get them
got
trying
that.
to send a message of like, oh, you don't have to be a real boy. You just have to accept that you're a real boy. Blah blah like that.
No, no,
But it sort of take away the whole point of the
yeah.
story
No, that's my main
and
thing
the
though. It's
magic of
like
it.
seeing, like they like we didn't even get to see Pinocchio turn into a real boy. All they show is like when you're walking away with Geppetto, Pinocchio and Geppetto, and then like they zoom in on the one of the legs, and then the leg kind of like loses its hinge, turns into like a cartoony boy leg, I guess. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
and then they end it there. I'm like, oh what? Sad.
Yeah,
That is just sad. I thought they're at least going to use the little boy voice actor, that voice
yeah.
Pinocchio kind of thing. No, they just straight up didn't. This is bad.
It's a odd choice.
Mhm,
It's a very odd choice. Again, like there is it feels like they took away all the magic and the charm that makes the
mhm,
film
mhm.
what it is. And like
Yeah, this movie really has
one of my favorite parts is the Blue Fairy, Cynthia Erivo. I thought she's good. I thought her voice is great. I thought she's good in the role.
oh yeah,
And in the
yeah.
original, she have a bigger role, but in this, they really cut her role really short. So I was like, okay, they
Oh,
could have
is she in the from the original movie
the
or
Blue
something?
Fairy, the character. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's how Pinocchio came to life and become a boy.
I meant the actress. No, right?
No, 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 no. I mean,
Okay, okay.
I don't think she was born yet then.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, what? I was so confused. But yeah, yeah, the Blue Fairy was great. She really only appeared like at the beginning, and then just like
Exactly.
sing like 4 lines, and just like adios, muchacho.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's for you there, Blau and Grana. Um, you're asking if we speak Spanish. I think
Oh, happy birthday, by the way, Blau and
yeah.
Grana. None of us speak Spanish. Our extent of Spanish is reciting the rap from Community. Um,
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Mi
Mia
motivo, la
motivo,
arena discoteca, discoteca,
discoteca.
moneca,
We're gonna do the whole thing.
biblioteca.
Oh, we're a
But yeah,
disgrace.
all right. We've gone long. Oh wait, by the way, Pinocchio, Albert, and I rated. Say it together, Albert.
One
1 out of 5
star.
stars.
Shit film.
It's bad. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, so we've gone long enough, I think,
yeah.
for what's the name? Weekly watchies. So yeah, let's get into the non-Disney stuff first because there.
Let me answer Star Machine real quick. Star Machine asks, "Have I watched Cobra Kai season 5? Not yet. I'm planning to like by the end of the week. Hopefully, I'm finished. There's so many stuff that I have to do, but I'm super excited for Cobra Kai, one of my favorite shows. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry if we don't cover some series because, we got She-Hulk, Rings
Um,
of Power, House of Dragons, all this news, and then there's Cobra Kai, there's also
I'll
Rick and
probably
Morty.
review once I finish it. I'll probably review Cobra Kai and upload it in the channel as well for the audio feed. So yeah, look forward to that
Yeah, yeah.
whenever that
So
is.
look out for the non-live show, I guess. We're trying, I guess, if we don't have time for it in the show, we'll try to make it outside of the show. So yeah, look out for that.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, oh yeah. Uh, yeah, there's that. So I guess we should just move on to the next stuff. We'll be talking about trailers. So first, let's start with the non-Disney stuff first because these two
Get it
trailers.
out
The
of the
first
way.
one, Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Yeah, that is I think Ariq's
Alex.
choice, right, for his draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Knives Out 2. Yeah, so Glass Onion. So the trailer is out. So Albert, what you think about this?
Um, I think it looks great. I think it looks exciting. It's very different because this feels like a summer movie, even though it's coming out in December. It feels like a summer movie compared to the previous one. It's just like it feels like an autumn fall movie kind of thing. The vibe of it. So like the vibe is different.
Okay.
The cast looks great. Dave Bautista. Uh, is it Leslie Odom Jr. Is it, or am I thinking of
Yeah,
someone?
Leslie Odom Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Bautista, Leslie Odom Jr., Edward Norton, great, Kate Hudson, great. But my favorite, I don't know, I don't, dude, I have a fascination for Catherine Hahn ever since WandaVision. So I'm like, she's fantastic in this one. And I'm just looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm curious who's gonna die. in this one who's gonna be the victim. I don't know if they actually hide it in this or not, the victim. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And Jessica Henwick is there too. Jessica Henwick is great. So yeah, looking forward to all of it.
Yeah. Definitely the just seeing the cast like working all together, man, that looks movie looks a lot of fun. Yeah. Um Throughout the trailer though, honestly, I'm not really sure what like what the mystery is, and so I know someone's going to die, but kind of thing. But yeah, I just
Oh
don't know
shit.
what the whole movie is going to be about, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like how the person died. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really, yeah, definitely looking forward to this, especially how great Knives Out 1 is. Yeah.
And I'm planning.
uh,
This is all I need to see. I'm not planning to watch any more trailer because I'm afraid they spoil anything. So I'm like, good. I'm gonna watch it anyway. So I'm not gonna watch any other trailer.
yeah, Manic is the best, I guess, right, for this kind of like mystery movie kind of thing. Like, yeah, who
Yeah.
done it kind of thing. If you watch too
Hmm.
much of the trailer, it might spoil it. Yeah. Naruto the man says, I feel like Dave Barista
Bautista.
will be the victim.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, what if Dave Bautista in the movie, he had a pistol, right, in his speedo? What if he died because of that?
He shot himself. He shot himself in the speedo.
He shot himself in the speedo as he dived into the pool. Maybe after like the person in the pool left, and like they're like, "Hey, you killed him. You were in the pool last." You know,
Mm,
it's actually just
maybe.
accidental suicide.
See, let's figure this out. Like we know Knives Out in the first film reference to the knife thing. What is
Hmm.
glass onion in this film? I think we talked about this a while ago. But the only thing I could think of is maybe because like one of them, I forgot which one. I think Edward Norton is the tech billionaire. Maybe that's the name of his
Yeah,
like company or something. That's all I could think of.
I honestly don't know. I
Fair,
honestly don't know what glass onion is referring to.
fair enough.
It's such a weird name and everything. Uh, I'll be disappointed though if they don't eat any onions. You know,
There
I
might
feel
be
like
onions.
there should be onions. It's in the name. We already saw a lot of glass. You haven't seen a lot of onions yet. Maybe in the next trailer.
Fair.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't have much to say about glass onions. I'm just very excited for it. Yeah, to come out on December. Few months away
Hmm.
still, but yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the. So you say like the first Knives Out is like an autumn movie. This one is a summer movie.
It
Yeah, they're
feels
going
like
to
it.
make two more, a spring and a winter movie later.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So maybe two more Knives Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, that's that for Glass Onions, Knives Out mystery trailer. So now let's move on to the other one, which is in my draft. Wendell and Wild trailer discussion for it. Uh, definitely excited for Wendell and Wild. Um, yeah, it's in my draft as well. I think yeah, I picked it at my seventh pick if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I picked it as for my seventh pick. Wendell, oh no, eighth pick. Yeah, Wendell and Wild, because I know no one's gonna choose it. It's a stop motion movie. What's the name? With directed by Henry Salick, which is if you don't know, he's the one that directed was it Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline. So yeah, good movies there. And of course the whole there's also Jordan Peele and Michael Keegan, who is the voice actors for the Wendell and Wild. And yeah, it's freaking stop motion. I'm going to be extra biased on this. Yeah, I really from watching the trailer though, I really like the it is a Halloween movie, so I really like the whole horror thing that the horror setting that they do for Wendell and Wild, and then like how it's going to like kind of like the nightmare realm kind of thing. Yeah, just the visuals itself from the trailer, it looks great. Um, I like to see the I like the character design. It's not the usual kinds, I guess. Yeah, and yeah, like I said many times, I feel like stop motion is the best medium if you're going to do something like a creepy, eerie, Tim Burton style kind of movie. If like you're doing kind of like an animated thing, I think stop motion is just perfect for that. So yeah, uh, can't wait for this. It's coming out on Halloween, I think. So yeah, about
Yeah,
next month. Very excited for this.
I don't have too much to say about this. I think it looks cool. I'm excited that you're excited. As Henry Selick, it's been a while since he is it first time since Coraline?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been
it's
a
been a
while. It's
while
been a while.
since he make a film. So I'm looking forward to it. But again, I have not much things to say because don't know much about it. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Summer Machine, and yeah, everyone else who haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kelvin seem excited. Yeah, of course, Fred. I have to. It's in my draft.
yeah,
It'd be kind of. It wouldn't
yeah. We
be
got.
doing it justice if I wasn't. If I wasn't doing
Mhm.
it. Yeah. All
And yeah,
right. Yeah.
we
So
basically have news from everyone's draft this week. I mean, obviously, like you got Wendeline Wild for you got Knives Out 2 for Ariq, we got Pinocchio for Teguh, and for myself, even though we're not gonna cover it, but don't worry, darling, there's a lot of spitting involved, and that's in the news. So there's that for my film.
the movie might be great, but there are a lot of good thing we don't take into account.
Yeah,
The cast chemistry. Maybe we should include that next time.
news segment.
Yeah, new segment. No, not new segment. Into the scoring system for the draft.
Cast
Cast chemistry.
chemistry. Oh my. I will be like I don't even know what my cast chemistry would be.
It's zero, Albert.
Oh,
The
yikes.
spit happened.
Spitgate.
So yeah,
All right. Anyway.
that's basically it. Yeah, for the non-Disney stuff. So now let's get to the actual D23 Expo releases, trailers, and news from there. Yeah. So Albert, why don't you start us off with your thoughts on Hocus Pocus 2?
Yeah, so let's start with
Yeah.
that. That was the first thing that they talk about in the Disney panel. Hocus Pocus 2, the trailer got released. Finally, we got first footage of it. I am like very mid on the film. Hocus Pocus, I watched it when I was younger. I'd have rewatched it like last year or so. It's never been a favorite of mine. I just like kind of like it, and I sort of like watch it because of Kenny Ortega, who is the director and choreographer of like the High School Musical trilogy. So like that's sort of why I know about Hocus Pocus, and I'm like looking forward to it. And he's directing this one too, so I'm looking forward to see his direction. But not too like I am not like over the moon with this. Like it's cool. It's cool seeing Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker back. They don't seem like they aged that much, so that's cool. Kind of sad that we won't be seeing the original kids are not returning. Who Allison, Danny, and Max, they're not returning. So it's kind of sad that we won't see that. But I guess it's a new story with 3 new characters. So we'll have to see what that brings. What about you? Did you grow up with Hocus Pocus, or are you excited? And are you excited when you see this?
Nope, never watched. I never watched Hocus Pocus at all. I didn't even know about it until the news kind of came out with Hocus Pocus 2. Uh, yeah. Since I don't know what happened in the first movie, it's just kind of the trailer looks fun, I suppose. Uh, wait, is my voice okay? I hope it's
You're good.
okay.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah. All I know is that the trailer looks fun.
Okay, now you're cutting out. So
So
um nope,
spread
you're back.
out the body. Oh.
You're cutting in.
Oh.
You're cutting in and out, but you're good now. You was out before.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, internet for that. Yeah. Yeah. I was saying. I didn't grew up with it, so the trailer just looks quite fun. Um, the trailer looks quite fun, and there. I giggled at the part where like the witches, one of them say like, "All right, everyone spread out," and then like one of them just kind of
Sarah Jessica Parker just spreads.
spreads her body.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right, that's really funny. So yeah, there's that I like. Outside of that, I don't really have much thoughts on it.
So
Yeah.
I guess does this interest you to go back and watch the original to watch this, or are you just gonna maybe like one day, but you're not gonna rush ahead to do it?
I'm not gonna rush this, but maybe I will. It seems like an easy watch, so I don't mind doing an easy watch.
Fair. It's
Yeah.
a family fantasy. Don't expect like dark witches,
Yeah, yeah,
Salem
yeah.
witch
Of course
trial
not.
type of thing. But yeah,
Hmm.
fun time.
Yeah, fun times. Yeah. So yeah, that's Hocus Pocus 2. Not too excited for it. Albert just kind of mad about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's move on to the next trailer that we get. Disenchanted, a sequel to Enchanted, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I never watched Enchanted either.
What?
The three trailers
Oh,
they give this yesterday, I haven't watched any of them. Even the next one you're going to talk about.
okay. You've never. That's kind of surprising because I know you're a fan of Amy Adams, and like this is 2007, so that's probably around the time where you're like
What
growing
would
up
I
watching.
ever feel of Amy Adams?
You like Amy Adams.
Oh, I don't. I never said that. What?
Let me list some Amy Adams film and prove to you that you like her. I'm gonna convince you.
I've
Arrival.
never said I like Amy Adams over.
Arrival. Do you like her? Do you like Arrival?
I've never watched that.
Oh shit. Um, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Well, she shot Martha, I guess.
Night at the Museum: Battle of the Smithsonians.
I didn't even know she was there.
She plays Amelia Earhart.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Muppets.
Hmm. Well, oh, all right. I guess she is there. I don't remember that though.
Yeah, she's one of the main characters. Yeah, she's good, man. Well, okay.
Yeah, she's good.
I thought you like Amy Adams. I guess not.
Maybe I'm mistaking with someone
Amy
else over.
Amy Adams Amy Adams hater right here, Kelvin.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just not familiar. Too familiar with her work. But yeah.
Okay.
By the way, anyway, getting back to this Enchanted. Someone who never watched Enchanted, this trailer, it looks a lot. It looks a lot more fun. Like compared to Hocus Pocus 2, I'm more interested in watching this Enchanted. So maybe I'll watch Enchanted before that, before watching this. So yeah, it seems like the story is basically that Amy Adams' character, I don't know what her name is, kind of like
Zell.
wish. Yeah, I think yeah they did say it in the trailer. Like she wished for the world to be more fairy tale like, and something gone bad. So we'll see what that something is. So yeah, the
Yeah.
premise looks honestly. How about you, Word?
The premise is interesting. Like the previous film is about bringing the fairy tale to the real bringing a fairy tale character to the real world, and this feels like bringing the fairy tale world to the real world. So that's sort of interesting that's the twist that they're doing. And like sort of the tagline, like not everything stays enchanted forever is interesting. Like they're aging, we see a family life. And I mean, obviously, Alan Menken is writing original songs. He wrote the songs from the first one, which all the songs are awesome in the first one. I really love the songs of the first one. And again, I grew up with this. I remember watching this with my mom, with my sister a lot on Disney Channel. Like literally when we went to New York to Central Park, I was like telling my mom and my sister like some films are shot here and everything, and one of them that I brought up was like Enchanted. This because there is a big scene in Central Park. There's a scene in Central Park. It's shot right here, and my mom and my sister, like, oh, that's right. I was like, yes. Yeah, so it's such a core memory for me watching Enchanted.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to the songs. Looking forward. The whole cast is coming back, so that's great. I'll sing Patrick Dempsey, sing James Marsden, and Indina Menzel as well. And Maya Rudolph seems like she's gonna be the villain. That's going to be great. I think she's already very heavy with the Disney family with playing Aunt Cass and playing the mom in Luca. So she's in the live action form. So that's gonna be great.
Okay, I didn't know that
Yeah.
about the cast of Maya Rudolph. I mean, like in the previous movie. But yeah, uh, yeah, I don't have much thought on this. But the scene where they show like like a bunch of people like dancing outside of the castle thing in the garden. That looks like that feels like it's about to be a good song.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, you
Uh
never doubt Alan Menken. He's just a great composer as a whole. So you have no
yeah,
idea
that's
who I'm
true.
talking
That's true.
about, are you?
Nope. I'm just going to agree with it.
Okay, Alan Menken is one of the most historical Disney composers. He composed songs from obviously Enchanted. He did Tangled. He wrote all the songs for Tangled. He wrote the songs for Hercules.
Oh.
He wrote the songs for
Oh.
Pocahontas, for Aladdin, for Beauty and the. He also helped wrote the songs for Beauty and the Beast, and Little Mermaid. That was like his big one. So I mean, we're gonna talk about him again in Little Mermaid. But
All
basically, a
right.
lot of the Renaissance Disney films, he composed this. He composed the songs, obviously with the help of other like lyricists. But yeah, he composed the songs. So legendary.
Okay. 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 That's cool.
Mhm.
All right. So yes, yeah. With that, well, do you have any other thoughts on Disenchanted? Oh,
Um, sad that it won't be in theaters. That's only Disney
oh,
Plus.
mm-hmm.
But I'm
I
still
think
gonna
both
I'm
movies
gonna
so
watch it.
far, Focus Focus 2 and Disenchanted, will only be in Disney Plus, right? Directly.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Um. Yeah. I guess we can move on to the next one. With Naruto demands. What's his name? He wants to see my beautiful face, so I will try to show my beautiful
Is
face,
the
but
internet gonna
if the
hold up?
internet doesn't hold up, I'm going to turn it off again.
Oh, we're just hiding your haircut again.
No, no, no. I've grown. I've grown to quite
Okay,
like it.
if I've grown it. Okay.
Yeah. All right. No, no. Let's move on to the next trailer, The Little Mermaid. Yeah, the live action Little Mermaid. We got I think about 1 minute teaser, or like, yeah, it's very short
Hmm.
teaser. We didn't even get to see much of the Ariel itself.
Hmm.
Yeah. However, the environment, the sea, the corals, they look great. And then the bottom half of her body looks great. The CGI for the bottom half. The fish part, it looks great. The scales looks great. How the reflection of it. Yeah, Uh and then at the end we didn't even get to see her full upper half, didn't don't we? We just kind of like shoulder up. She's looking up and she's like singing. Her
Yeah,
voice is great though. Her voice is great.
her
What's
voice
the
is really good. Halle
that
Bailey.
yeah. What is it? Haley? Haley?
Halle Bailey.
Oh. Halle Bailey. Yeah. The first time I heard that name, I thought I was thinking of Hale Berry.
Halle Berry. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that plays Storm in X-Men. I was
Yeah.
like, what? She's not this young. No, but yeah. Yeah, her voice is great though. Her voice is really great. Um, what's her name? And yeah, I mean, we don't get to see her act yet or anything, so I can't say much on that. But so far, the casting, the voice alone is already like great, is amazing. So yeah. Uh, Albert, what's your thoughts on this? The
Um,
1 minute we got.
from the 1 minute teaser, I think it looks promising. Again, like you said, the biggest takeaway is her singing voice. She's definitely giving a twist to the song of the original. Under some what the fuck is the title? Why am I playing on the song? Under the Sea? No, it's not Under the Sea. Part of Your World. She's singing Part of Your World.
Part of the world. Oh,
Yeah. So I mean, it's just giving a twist to it. I like how, because like I don't think we see that many mermaids in live action, but I like how the movement works on the underwater swimming and everything. Because that could be very jarring
mhm.
if it looks weird. I think it looks fluid and nice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. They announced that there's going to be new original songs from Lin Manuel Miranda, as well as the same originals, the older songs from Alan Menken as well. And in the panel, they actually show the full Part of Your World sequence, which we didn't see here. We only see snippets of it. Um, but I don't want to say I'm super looking forward to it because of the Pinocchio burning that we just talked about. But like, if they do a different twist on it, again, if they have a certain identity that they want to do, and it and they stick to it, I think it's gonna be great. Rob Marshall's directing this, and he did Mary Poppins Returns, which I kind
Oh, that
of
was
like.
good.
He did
Yeah,
Into the
that was really good.
Woods, which I like. And he did Chicago, which I'm okay about. He also did Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tides, which I'm not the biggest fan. So I guess he's like his filmography is hit or miss here. Lots of water related, it seems like. So
I think that's why he got selected.
maybe, I mean, Pirates of the
What a
Caribbean.
related director.
He did Pirates of the Caribbean, Star on the Water, and then he did Into the Woods, and Disney's like, he likes water stuff. He can do musical. All right, let's try Mary Poppins if he can like adapt a origin of an older story. He did it too. We gotta get him for Little Mermaid. All three things combined in one.
All right. So Mary
And
Poppins
Lin-Manuel
was a
Miranda.
trial run for him.
Yeah. Yeah, and like he worked with Lin-Manuel
Yeah.
Miranda with Mary Poppins, and it's like, you know what? Let's get him to write new songs for this one too.
So I'm gonna bet right now, put it in the books. Lin-Manuel Miranda's original song would be for the lobster.
Yeah, Sebastian, 100%. Because not only
Yeah.
is it like the character is like that, it's a crap, by the way. Not only is it like that, it's
Oh,
voiced by Daveed Diggs, who is his like his is a good friend of him. He plays Lafayette and Jefferson in Hamilton, which literally they star in together for years. So 100% it's gonna be for Daveed
oh yeah,
Diggs.
that's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know about that before making this put it in the book stuff, so well, I guess it's pretty much confirmed. Not
I'm
much of
pretty
a bet,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Yes, I'm on the same boat like Albert here. Not too much looking forward to it, but whenever it's out, I'm definitely going to check it out. It's going to be theatrical release, right?
This one is going to be theatrical, yes.
Yeah, all right. So I mean, like, you know, it's theatrical release. They're not going to half-ass this like Pinocchio. They can't, you
Fair.
know.
Fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Any other thoughts on this, Bert? On Little
Uh,
Mermaid?
I'm super curious because the cast, we already know some of the cast. I'm super curious how they look like. Yeah, Javier Bardem as King Triton. I think it's gonna look great. I don't know who the actor is
Oh wait,
who's playing
Javier
Eric.
Bardem is King Triton?
Yeah, you know,
Wait,
for
wait.
someone who's never watched Little Mermaid, I'm kind of surprised that you know the characters.
I know the characters because I listen to the songs on YouTube. I just never
Oh,
watched
okay,
Little Mermaid as a whole.
okay.
No, dude, I'm thinking of a Javier Bardem as King Triton. The only Javier Bardem movie that's in my head right now is No Country for Old Men. I'm like
I
putting
don't
his
think that's gonna be the same.
character as King Triton.
Probably not. Probably not Anton Chigurh as King Titan. It's I don't. It might be closer to something like maybe his character from Dune. Maybe I don't know. But yeah,
All right, he's in Dune. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. But yeah.
Also like
Uh,
Aquafina as Scuttle, Jacob Tremblay as Flounder, and this one is the one that's most intriguing for me. Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. I think she's a
Melissa
great
McCarthy.
actress.
Ooh.
I don't know if she fits the role for Ursula, but I'm very interested to see her take on it. And I'm very interested to see her perform Poor Unfortunate Souls. Because that is one of the best Disney villain songs ever. So I'm curious to see what her take on it is if they keep that song in the film.
Okay. I feel like they have to, right? That's like the big song for the villain. They have to keep that, I think. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think
pretty
that's a
much.
throwaway song. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like yeah, Under the Sea, Part of Your World, and that villain song. I feel like those three you can't remove that from the movie,
Kiss the Girl, I feel
right?
like that have to stay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think those three have to stay.
Hmm.
Oh, am I echoing?
Um, I don't think so. I can sort of hear myself when I'm talking on your end, but like when you're
Oh, I
talking,
think
it's
I
not
know why.
echoing.
Let me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get my earphone then.
Okay.
I just reached home just now, so I was setting up real quick.
Okay. We're good.
Yeah, let me put up my
I don't.
earphone. Bring us to the next thing, dude.
Yeah,
We're going to talk
so
about this. You don't have
we
anything else
finished
for
talking
this.
about the trailers. Let's talk about something else. I mean, Little Mermaid exists as a ride in Disneyland, Disney World. There's also a movie that's based on a ride that's coming soon called the Haunted Mansion movie that's coming out. I believe this is straight to Disney Plus. No, actually, it's theatrical. It's gonna be theatrical. They show exclusive footage on the panel. We didn't get to see it; it's not released. But we now know sort of the full cast with Owen Wilson, Rosario Dawson, Lakeith Stanfield being the leads of the film, and they also show Winona Ryder, Dan Levy, and Jared Leto, as well as Jamie Lee Curtis. Apparently, Jared Leto. If you're a fan of the ride and if you've been to Haunted Mansion, apparently Jared Leto is going to be playing the Hatbox Ghost, and Jamie Lee Curtis is playing Madame Leota. So that's kind of exciting. Um, and I personally, I have ridden both the rides in Disneyland and Disney World. It's always a nice ride because first it's always hot in those parks, so it's like a dark ride, indoor, cool. It's always nice. Plus, it's like a different vibe. It's like whimsical. It's like not a scary ride. It's like a whimsical ride, and seeing all. It's one of the most impressive ride in Disney at all. Just like the whole animatronic, the whole lighting, the whole system, Omnimover system. Um, and the fact that they're gonna stick to the lore, it feels exciting that they're doing this. They did a film with Eddie Murphy a while ago that was like total shit because they didn't do anything at all related. It's nothing. They just took the name and put a film with Eddie Murphy being in a haunted mansion, but nothing to do with the actual ride story. So the fact that there seems like they're doing the right story because they have the Hatbox Ghost and Madame Leota, that's going to be a lot of fun. Calvin, I don't think you've ever ridden the haunted mansion. Am I right?
No, no,
So,
wait.
from a blind perspective, what are your opinion on this?
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell Haunted Mansion is. However, there is Owen Wilson in it, so seeing the cast, there's Owen Wilson. Well, definitely, I'm quite excited for it. I like the cast though so far. I like Lakeith Stanfield so much after watching Atlanta series.
Uh,
So yeah, there's that. And
I
for
get that.
the movie itself, um, yeah, I don't know what these are, Hatbox Ghosts and everything. However,
Let
I
me
am
show
quite
you.
interested to see what the Hatbox Ghosts look like because I feel like that's a cool name. I feel like that's a cool nickname and a cool like ghost name, a villain name, the Hatbox Ghosts. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
no.
there is no clear. So just to explain, there's like no clear villain in Haunted Mansion. When you ride the ride, it's sort of like you just go in to this abandoned house that's like cursed, and then you just go through. So like Haunted Mansion, the best way to describe it is it becomes like, and it's not a resort, it's like a retirement home for ghosts, sort of, because like
Yep.
everyone in the house itself is sort of like doing different things. There's like ballroom, ghost dancing, it's like a very whimsical, like haunted house kind of way, like they're all just chilling. But one of the most iconic designs is the Hatbox Ghost, and I'm gonna show you here. Basically, that's the creature. I need to find a bigger. That's the picture of it. If you can see the
Oh, that
Hatbox
looks
Ghost,
cool.
and the cool thing about him is if I can actually find a GIF here, because it's most
I like
famous.
it.
It's most famous because it's called Hatbox because his head jumps from there to there to the, there you go. In the animatronic, it does that, which is really cool to think about. Like the head moves there.
Oh,
So I'm curious to see how they do it. It's gonna be easier, definitely, in film to do that. Like an animatronic is like really cool to see that.
damn.
And
We're
Madam
going to
and Madam,
see Jared Leto's disembodied head in a box.
yeah, yeah, and Madam Leota. Again, I'm gonna show the picture. It's one of the like it's sort of like the fortune teller kind of way. She's always like this in this like ball, like spherical ball. She's like a fortune teller witch kind of way. She's one of the most iconic
Mhm.
like characters as well from the ride. So there's gonna be Jamie Lee Curtis who's gonna be playing it. So that's going to be interesting.
Damn, alright, alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about the lore, so the Hatbox Ghost looks cool.
Yeah,
So yeah, uh,
I
we'll
I'm
I'll have to
just
see on this.
I'm just kind of I've been recently been in this like super theme park obsession because I've been listening to a podcast. Shout out to Podcast The Ride. I've been listening to their show a lot, and they talk about the parks and all the different rides. And they did a 4 episode special on Haunted Mansion because it's one of the most layered theme park rides because there's so many things. They did like different episodes, and they're not even done
Well,
yet. So,
when they say like they're sticking to the lore like Katie Lynch say, so is
uh-huh.
there so each like room there's like a story they're telling or something?
There are
Is that how it
different
works?
characters in every room. There's not a real story, but like just a different event that's going. I think people are excited because again, the Eddie Murphy one literally is just Eddie Murphy got lost in the woods, found a house, there is some ghost, and he's sort of like stuck in there. And the ghost
Right.
has nothing to do with any of the ghosts that are designed for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, they seems like they're casting people to play some of the ghosts from the ride. So there's probably going to do that. There are some actual story to the haunted mansion that's deeper that I am not fully immersed in yet. But if they do and they're gonna adapt it, I feel like there's a lot of things that they could take because again, it's one of the most in terms of like Easter eggs and storytelling for Disney, right? This is an
Mm.
original ride. This is one of it. It's even more than Pirates of the Caribbean. Because Pirates of the Caribbean, like ride story is like very simple, but this one is like there is a lot of stuff that comes into the creation and the backstory of all the um, everything in this room. So yeah,
All right. Yeah. I feel like they're going to have a lot of like creative freedom, I guess, with the how they're going to like put the story into, I guess, right?
I would think so. Yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely
right?
have a lot of yeah. There's no like
Yeah,
linear
it
story that
should
they
be,
have to
should
take.
be. Yeah, as long as they keep the existing lore and kind of like try to fit it in the movie, but not like uh pushing it there. I think
Hmm.
that'll be good enough, and then have a nice plot with it. So yeah,
Yeah,
Albert's excited for this, right?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on this yet, but hey, I like the cast. There's Owen Wilson, I think, and Lakeith Stanfield. So I'm pretty sold on it because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I don't think we have no other thoughts, right, on this?
No,
Yeah.
no other thoughts. Can I mean we
All
don't
right.
see any footage. We only see the logo, but yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still have a lot to talk about, so let's try to get through them now. All right, so next one is also still part of Disney. There isn't much to talk about this, not much announced for them, so we just kind of go through them real quick. Yeah, Peter Pan and Wendy. There's also Mufasa, the Lion King, and Snow White. Yeah, very much is that.
So yeah, so let's just run through them real quick. What we know about them, and then we sort of want to do it like if you can only watch one of them and cannot see the rest, which one would you do? So Peter Pan and Wendy, directed by David Lowry, who you might know from directing Pete's Dragon, The Green Knight, a Ghost Story. He's directing this, coming out in 2023. They show a trailer in the panel, but we didn't see it. But apparently, it's like a darker than the previous Peter Pan stories. And here is a poster right now on screen if you see it. So that's what we know with Peter Pan and Wendy. Mufasa, directed by Barry Jenkins, who I have not seen a film of his since Moonlight, so it's been a while. I know he did some great stuff, but director of Moonlight, he's doing a Mufasa film. It's going to be told in 2 different time frames, where Pumbaa, Rafiki, and Timon tells the story of Mufasa to a new cub, while we see Mufasa rise to royalty. So it's kind of like a flash forward, less and a
A
flashback at the
prequel,
same
I
time.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and then the last one that is mentioned is Snow White. They also show footage, but obviously not public. But Mark Webb, who directed the Amazing Spider-Man trilogy, and he also directed 500 Days of Summer, I believe. So he's directing this, starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. Rachel Zegler, Snow White. Gal Gadot, I believe, is playing the evil queen. So there's that. So Kelvin, hearing those three without seeing any footage, just hearing the description of those three, if you can only watch one, which one would you watch?
I'm gonna go with Peter Pan and Wendy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna cover. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't drink, but yeah. Peter
Yeah,
Pan
you
and
can go grab
Wendy.
a
I
drink.
don't know. I'm not too familiar again with David Lowery's movie. I watched Green Knight, I guess, and a Ghost Story.
Didn't we
Yeah.
watch Pete Dragon and School together? Because they play it in one of the like the theater. They play. They It's one of those days where they play movie. We have like free time and they play movie and like you sort of like pay fake ticket kind of thing, the event thing. I know I watched it in
Uh,
school. I don't know if you were there.
I don't think I was. I don't think I
Do
watched
you know
Pete's
what I'm
Dragon.
talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
They
I
do
know.
like those
I know.
like
I know.
movie days. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know, it's completely illegal. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I was with you when I was. Yeah, well, when you were watching this.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, I don't know. Most of the reason why I choose Peter Pan and Wendy is I like the poster. I like the poster, and I
Okay.
think Peter and Wendy is more adventure type of movie, right? Peter, I mean, yeah, it
I
looks
would
like it at
think so.
least.
I would think so.
Yeah, and I don't know. I always thought the concept of like a ship like sailing in the clouds really cool. I always
Mm,
find that concept really cool. Um, so yeah, I'll have to go with this one. Yeah, just the adventure vibes from it. Um, yeah, pretty much that. Like the Lion King one, the Mufasa one. I feel like I don't really care, honestly.
yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
care. Snow
We know
White.
Jude.
Oh, what is it?
I was about to say Jude Law is playing Captain Hook, so that's gonna be interesting.
Okay. Jude Law, Captain Hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I still have. I've never watched the original though, Peter Pan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, never.
It's kind of dated. It's kind of dated.
Even
There's some like
the
stereotypes.
what is the one? I think the one with Robin Williams is still considered really good, right?
Hook. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Spielberg film.
yeah, yeah. Uh, and then the last one was it Snow White? Well, I'm not really a fan of Snow White anyway. There's Gal Gadot though,
Fair.
I guess. Yeah.
Fair.
Uh, how about you?
For me, I am also not a big fan of Snow White, but that's the reason why I'm looking forward to it because I think Snow
Oh,
White is obviously it's the first Disney animated film, so it's like special. But it's a it's a film. It's not that good. It's very dark. It's weirdly very creepy and dark. For literally, the queen wants to cut out her heart. There's a whole sequence where there's like a forest that like super dark and everything. She died. It's like a really dark film. And there is Snow White as a character is not the best, but I'm looking forward to this adaptation because I think they can change a lot of stuff. Gal Gadot playing the evil queen could be interesting. I'll have to see. I'm not too sold on that casting, but Rachel Zegler as Snow White is going to be fantastic. We know she has a great voice from West Side Story. So looking forward to see her portrayal in this one. They can definitely add so much more layers to the character because Snow White again as a character is so one-dimensional. So I'm looking forward for
yeah.
Snow White for that reason.
Then in the original Snow White, she just kind of like lives her life. At one point, how did she fake? No, she ate an apple.
She ate an apple that the witch made. The evil
Yeah,
queen
like
aka the witch made.
the evil queen asked the witch to make the apple so that Snow White eat it, and then she went into a coma. Was it? And then what? The seven dwarfs, right? Found her.
Well, she found she's running away from the queen. She found the cabin where the seven dwarfs lives,
Oh,
and
okay,
then
okay. Oh,
the
she lives
evil
there
queen.
first.
Yeah, she
Oh, okay,
befriends
okay, okay.
the dwarves, and then the dwarf went to the mine to work. And then the
Mm-hmm.
queen poisons her, and then she dies, and then the queen dies because the dwarves like I think they push a rock onto her. She falls down the cliff. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with rock,
Wow.
something to do with a big ass
Well, there's
boulder
a
that the dwarves push.
there. Oh, is that what happened? And that all I
I
know is
believe
that
so.
at the end, like the prince kiss Snow White, and she wakes up, something like that, right?
Yeah, they never really met
Yeah.
except for the one time where she is like in the opening of the film, she's just singing to the well, hoping to find love, and then suddenly a random dude just show up with the. I love that in the old Disney films, like the voice is like so deep, like oh, and then the random guy just
Yeah.
like yell, and then just like oh, and then they kiss, and then they fall in love.
Damn, it's so easy to find love back then.
It was the young animated.
The
I'm
Do you
looking
think they're
forward to
going
see.
to cast? Yeah, do you think they're going to cast age appropriately like in the previous movie? Apparently, in the original movie, Snow White was like 14, and the
Based on a
prince is
fairy
like
tale, I
30
think too,
something.
right?
Yeah, it's like 30 something. They should get
Yeah,
like a much older prince for that, just to make it somewhat accurate.
maybe we'll see. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with the dwarfs if they're gonna actually cast like
You
actors to
just
fit the role
cast
or with CGI.
seven Danny DeVito.
Uh, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see it. Um, and I don't know if they're gonna change some of the story with the dwarves or not, because it always weirds me out because they work in a diamond mine, and there's
Hmm.
so many, not only diamonds, like so many gems in that mine, and I don't think they have an employer if they do, because if not, they'll be like filthy rich. They shouldn't be living in a small cabin, and like I don't know if they're like they all are like just random dwarves that happen to go to work and they met each other and they decide to live together, or what's the story. Like I want to see a film just with the dwarves. Like I
Oh,
want to see the backstory. Like how do they made do they just are they're not related, they're not family, so like how did
think
they decide one day to just move in, all seven of them? I want to
think
see
think
that.
of it think of it like a Minecraft server. We just kind of like, hey, let's build a community. We dig, we set up, community.
So you think
Enslave some
the seven
villagers.
random dwarfs just randomly one day met each other and decided like, let's build a house together, let's all live together and work together. They just one day decide to do that.
Well, yeah, probably none of them. Yeah, maybe back then they weren't I don't know the names of the dwarves, but maybe back then all the seven dwarfs are
Grumpy,
like,
Dopey,
yeah, right.
um,
See,
Sneezy.
and
Is there one named Sneezy? I never remember
maybe
this.
back then they were like all seven of them were like a lonely dwarf, you know.
Bashful, happy. Fair, okay.
And then they found each other, like Minecraft, and they're just strip mining, and they're like, hey, diamonds.
And they never got rich from the diamonds for some reason.
Yeah, because they need to make diamond pickaxe.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. But
uh,
yeah.
yeah,
All
all
right.
right, yeah. Uh, so Sarah Machine is asking, do we know anything else about Peter Pan? No,
Nope.
there's nothing else about it from
I mean,
the
we know the
expo.
cast, but that's it. Like Jim Gaffigan is playing Smee.
Hmm.
Jude Law is playing Hook. Um, where else? The one who's playing
Wait,
Peter Pan and Wendy are pretty much unknown. It's Alexander Maloney and Ever Anderson. I don't know who they are. But yeah, pretty much that's it.
is Tinker Bell part of Peter Pan?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, just making
Yara
sure.
Shahidi is playing Tinkerbell. Not sure who that is. Never seen her
Yeah, I'm
work.
not. Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's about it for those three movies. Not too much info on it. So now let's jump into the Pixar stuff now, I think. Yeah. So firstly,
Mhm.
we got a love story in our hand of fire and water. Elemental. That's the title of the movie. Uh yeah. Okay, first thing. I saw this. I saw the poster. Well, no, I saw the footage they show in the picture, yeah, of it. The first thing I thought of, so there was this game way back then in remember Miniclips,
Yeah.
miniclips.com. They have
Yeah.
a game called Fireboy and Water Girl. Yeah.
I'm
And
aware of the game.
yeah, you're aware of the game, right? Yeah. Doesn't it
Mhm.
remind you of that? They just gender swap it.
Possibly, maybe that's the inspiration of this film.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. But yeah. Uh so it just reminds me of that. That's the first thing I thought of. But yeah, looking at the what is it? So the story about this is they say it focuses on the love story between Fire Girl and Waterman who can't even touch each other, right? Yeah. And then I guess the message is supposed to be like sometimes you have to step out of your element to discover who you really are. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by Naruto.
Alright, 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 alright. Naruto the
No
man.
shit.
Naruto the man says the fire lady looks hot and water boy looks wet. Damn. I mean,
Obviously.
obviously,
Obviously.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Albert, what's your thoughts on this?
I think it's interesting. It's gonna be like a tragic love story. Well, I don't know if it's tragic, but it's gonna be like sort of like a again because like they cannot interact with each other, so it's gonna be like a sad love story kind of thing. I don't think there is too many of those, right? And Pixar, I'm talking like in terms of like just because this is literally a romance story. Because I'm looking at the lineup now, like Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., Incredibles. I guess it's a love story, but not really. Like Ratatouille, there is love story elements. Wally's closest thing, I guess. Wally and Up is like the closest thing to a love story when I'm looking at this right now. So there's going to be a love story, so that's going to be interesting. The whole concept again is neat. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see if there's other elemental. Maybe there's like a lightning creature. Maybe there is like you're laughing. What's going on?
I was looking up the actress, Leah Louise. That's the one
Uh-huh.
playing
Uh-huh.
Amber, the fire girl.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I'm not sure if she's actually in it, but this from Google when I type
Uh-huh.
her name. Apparently, she's in the. Remember that YouTuber Fred, the one that talks in really high pitch?
Yeah.
Apparently, she's in that.
Who? Wait, there are
I don't know.
recurring characters in the
Well,
in the Fred YouTube channel.
no. This the movie. Remember, Fred have a
Oh,
movie.
Fred the movie with John Cena and Janet McCurdy. I remember that.
Yeah. This. So apparently, I think according to Google, she's in Fred 3, Camp Fred.
There's 3 Fred movies.
Apparently so,
What
and yeah,
the?
John Cena's there. Fred's dead.
Oh my god! I did not know that there is 3 Fred movies. Huh?
Well, see, okay, yeah. Leah Louise is played Spoon in Fred. Spoon, like the utensil. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. Continue, Bert. With what
Um,
you're saying.
I lost my train of thought. I think it looks good. I'm looking forward to it. Peter Stone's directing it. It's directed The Good Dinosaur, so not the biggest fan of that, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Oh, the water. No, who's the male one? Water guy.
The
Water
water
boy.
guy.
Waterman.
He's in
The
Jurassic World Dominion, right?
Yeah. I thought he looked cool in Jurassic, in the Dominion one. I
I
like his
like that dude.
style.
I like that dude. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. I like the cast. One of them is in Fred, and one of them is in Dominion. All right, that's cool.
Very different. Oh my god. Okay.
I mean it's Pixar, so I'm definitely looking forward to this. Do you think it's going to be a
Hopefully.
tearjerker, or like,
Well,
yeah,
if
hopefully.
I'm basing this off based on Peter Sohn's filmography, then I wouldn't expect it. Because again, he did The Good
Okay.
Dinosaur, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that film. So
Yeah. All right. I like the tagline though in the poster. Opposites react. It kind of reminds me of the song Opposites Attract.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
Well,
mention that.
let's hope that we get to look forward to this in theaters because that looks good, and I will be sad if this is another Disney Plus release.
Oh wait, they didn't confirm yet if it's theatrical or Disney Plus.
They didn't have any comment on it.
Okay. Yeah, I hope it's theatrical. Yeah, I feel like this movie will work
Especially
great.
Especially, it's unfortunate that the most recent theatrical release was Lightyear, and there was a mixed release. There was like a mix,
Mm,
mixed
Perception, I
opinion of
guess.
people. But like Turning
Yeah.
Red, Luca, and Soul, which most people like, especially Soul, and it never got theatrical release. So that's sad.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, maybe they're going Disney Plus. Maybe.
Hopefully
Yeah,
not.
I do
I
want
don't
it to
know.
be in the theatrical though. Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
water and fire texture would look cool in the big screen.
Oh yeah, agree, definitely. Yeah. Uh, yeah, looking forward though for Elemental for sure. I want to see the other
Mhm.
elements as well. That's for sure.
A walking rock. Wait, how did they do air?
It's just a
Can there
floating
be an
mouth
air
and eyes.
creature?
I mean, they
Yeah.
can, I guess. They just kind of make it like a swirling,
Like an avatar, like just a swirling wind kind of
just a
thing.
swirling wind kind of thing, like floating eyes and mouth. That would work.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
They're definitely gonna do like a fart joke of like, oh, someone just passed a win or something with the
Oh
wind.
yeah, definitely. I feel
They're
that's a
definitely gonna
given.
do. They're gonna do that, aren't they?
That's a given.
Uh, yeah, should be
Well, I
fun
mean,
though.
I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know though. We said that Owen Wilson and Loki would say "wow" at least once. He didn't. So maybe it's not a given. But yeah, looking for Elemental. Hopefully another tearjerker from Pixar. Yeah, all of us will be Waterman after that. Uh,
Okay.
jokes.
Okay.
All right.
Now let's move on
Now
to the
let's
next
move
one.
on to another Disney stuff, which is I think that's a short that we talked about a little bit. We touched on it.
Pixar.
Win
Yeah.
or lose. Yeah, but yeah, it'll be a Disney Plus series. How many episodes would there be? Uh,
Um.
they didn't say.
Eight. I don't think.
Eight.
I don't think it says. It doesn't
Yeah,
say.
it's just going to be a series kind of thing. Uh, yeah, I don't think the stories are like interconnected within each episode. It's just going to be like,
It's the
oh
same.
wait, here
It's
the
the same
series
story.
follow a softball. Yeah, I'm gonna read the
Go ahead.
synopsis. The series follows a softball team, but each episode focuses on a different member of the team, showing their POV of the same week with different animation style. So yeah, um, the premise looks interesting. Sounds interesting. Yeah. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of that, I don't really have much to say.
It's yeah. I mean, I don't have that much to say outside. Again, the premise sounds very because that's a very interesting concept that they do with the series. Like
Mhm.
it's literally the same story. You know what the outcome's gonna be. Probably they win. I don't. I'm guessing maybe they lose. I don't know. But the
I think they will
outcome's gonna be
lose.
the same. But the fact that it's a different animation style each episode, you can like imagine like one the style of like 3D computer animated, one maybe hand drawn, one maybe watercolor, one maybe stop
Mhm.
motion. I don't know if Pixar's gonna commit to that, but they could
So
do
I
like
really
so
hope they do.
many. Like even within Pixar alone, there is so many different animation style, right? So we can just imagine all of that with the same story, different perspective. Like one day you could see the perspective of the coach, the other one you could see the perspective of someone who did the home run. The other person is someone who's in the at the edge of the bench who didn't even play at all. You will see how sad he is that he didn't even get to play. He's just sitting there warming the bench. It's gonna be a depressing episode, but like every single episode is gonna be different, and that's kind of the idea of it. It's exciting. We'll have to see how it actually works out, but the idea of it is pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One thing, yeah, definitely the what you mentioned there. The one I'm looking forward to the most as of now. I want to see the different art styles. That's for sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like if it's going to be 8 episodes, we're going to get hopefully it's like vastly different each art style.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know what
So
the
yeah,
different art style
not
they're
much to
gonna
say though
do.
on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
pretty much. We only know
yeah.
Will
I guess
Forte
that's about it for
voicing
win or
the
lose.
coach, but that's it.
Who?
Will
Oh,
Forte is
Will
voicing
Ford.
the coach.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So I guess that's about it for win or lose. So now let's move on to another. I think it's a is it a movie? I think it's a movie.
is
Yeah.
the next one's a movie.
Elio. Elio. Pixar's Elio follows an 11-year-old child who can't fit in, meets aliens, and becomes the ambassador of for Earth. What? The film
Yeah,
follows a boy who's transported across the galaxy and mistaken for the intergalactic ambassador for Earth. So yeah, that's a story.
yeah. And in the
Uh,
video, I'm showing in the video version of the show, I'm showing some pictures that is taken from the panel. Um, but yeah, this is interesting. I don't have too much excitement over it because again, I haven't seen footage. I don't know much about it outside of
mhm,
what it said. Could be fun. I think this could be like a fun adventure story, sort of like from the kid's perspective, right? Like being mistaken for an ambassador of Earth. What does that mean? Like, it's always
mhm.
it's always funny. Like, there's always this conversation of like, if an alien comes to Earth, what will you show? What will you show them to try to introduce them to humanity? Like, there's like this conversation of like, oh, if the alien comes to Earth, they just see they just see like Cat in the Hat, and they decide that Earth is worthy to be destroyed or something like that. I don't know. It's like
Well, hey, 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 hey. Albert,
Yes,
keep your
yes.
damn mouth out of my Cat in the Hat.
Okay. Uh, but no, yeah, I mean the idea is interesting. I don't have that much excitement over it, but like it looks interesting. America Ferrera is voicing the mom. We don't know who voiced the kid yet, but and this guy, the director, Adrian Molina, this is his first directorial debut. He co-directed Coco, so that's
Oh,
promising.
that's cool.
And he's
Promising,
also worked in
promising.
Pixar in a lot of projects. Basically, since Ratatouille, he's been involved in every other Pixar project. So, curious to see what this
Uh,
brings.
yeah. I have quite some I have similar opinions with Albert. Yeah. Not too excited. No, not too excited. More like I'll have to see what they have to offer. I guess we still don't know too much about it. But
Yeah,
Coco is great though. Coco is amazing.
yeah.
So, but
If
I don't think Elio is going to be. I don't know. My feeling says it wouldn't be as good as Coco.
fair,
Coco is such a high
fair,
standard, I think.
it's tough. Here, let me ask you: if you are mistakenly, as okay, rem- flashback yourself to 11-year-old Kelvin. If you are mistakenly
Hmm.
transported across the galaxy and the aliens think you are the ambassador to Earth, what do you think you would say about Earth, or what will you talk about to the aliens, and how will the aliens perceive it? 11-year-old Kelvin.
So this 11-year-old me, right?
Yeah.
So what year was that?
2011, 2010.
2011, 2010. So I think I just got back into Indonesia.
Oh, is
Um,
that okay?
I think so. That's around grade six, right? I think. Is
Uh
it?
huh.
Yeah.
I maybe I don't remember. Could be.
Well, all I know back then, around that time, I was obsessed with Ben 10, so my head will probably went go to Ben 10.
Aliens too. They're,
Yeah.
oh, they
Hey,
like
look, we got
you.
we got
You're like
you in
this.
this.
Yeah, do you have the
Yeah,
Omnitrix?
you like this. Mr. Alien, can I have the Omnitrix, please? I'll save the world.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite obsessed with Ben 10 at one point. Hey, to be fair, Ben 10
Fair.
was really cool.
I mean, I was obsessed with Ben 10. I don't know if there was the same time frame. I know I'll definitely, if 11-year-old me, that was before my big movie phase. So it's a lot of the things that I will talk about is that was even before my basketball phase, because literally my basketball phase started with, well, I guess it sort of is. I just started watching the NBA, Kobe 2010 Lakers when they won the championship. So it's around then. I guess it depends which time of 2010 it is. Um, but I guess around then I started for basketball, probably talk about NBA maybe, and like Pokemon. That's pretty much it, probably. So yeah,
Pokemon.
I mean, I guess our Earth won't be so screwed if we are the ambassador. I think Earth will be fine. I think maybe I don't know.
Maybe. No, I don't. No, I think they'll be like, you are.
Oh, Calvin disappeared. Internet connection. I think Calvin dropped off. So solo show for a bit while Calvin tries to return here. But yeah, oh, Calvin is back. Let's bring him back in. Hi, Calvin. Your internet
Oh,
cuts out. I don't know if you're back fully yet or not.
I think I'm back fully now. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Pretty sure the world will be. They'll just be uninterested in Earth. We're the
They no
ambassador.
longer want to invade Earth.
Nope. All right. Yeah. Anything else on this? No, right? So let's just again
Nope.
move
Move on.
on to the next one, which I think will have a lot more to say on. Maybe. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no. Wait. My internet is pretty bad right now.
Uh,
All right. Yeah. So
okay.
let's move on to the next one. Here we got Inside Out 2. Yeah. So Inside Out 2 this time. All new adventure inside Riley's head as a teenager with new emotions. Puberty. That's the one, right? That's an emotion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think puberty is an
Matt,
emotion.
it's not. But
Probably
they
gonna be an
they just
island.
installed a machine right at the end of
They did.
Inside
Yeah, the
Out, I think.
button with puberty. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one right there. They pressed that button already. So yeah, here Mac. I don't know how to say his name. Mac Faith is writing, and Kelsey Mann is directing. Yeah, and sadly,
Mhm.
Bill Hader and Mindy Kaling will not be returning. And this movie will be coming out on summer 2024. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, Albert, what's your thoughts on this?
Inside Out is my second favorite Pixar film of all time. I've talked about the potential of the sequel for the longest time. It's like one of the few Pixar films. Like, if you want to make a sequel, it's right there. Literally, do puberty, Riley. Literally, it's right there.
Yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
always had the potential. So now that they actually doing it, it's exciting. Kind of sad that Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader's not coming back. So maybe we won't see fear and disgust, but they're like good. But there will be new emotions. I wonder what kind of emotions they're gonna have. They will complicate the brain of Riley. I don't know what it could be. And like there could be like different islands, like Puberty Island or something else that could be there.
Oh
But it's going
God,
to be
Puberty Island.
like, I mean, puberty is a time where like everyone who's been to puberty knows, like, it's so your brain is like in a weird, not a weird mindset. It's like a very complicated mindset. Like it's it's gonna be interesting how they tackle it. It's going to be very like interesting approach because it's super different to every. It feels like gonna be complex. I guess is a word. So I'm curious to see
Hmm.
what they do with that.
Yeah,
What are our thoughts?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know what are they going to do though, since Bill Hader and Mindy Kaling is not returning. Well, what do you think they're going to do with the two character Fear and is it Fear?
Fear and disgust. Fear
What is it?
is
Yeah,
Bill Hader.
yeah. Fear was
Disgust is Michaela.
yeah. What do you think they'll do with the character though, with those two? Do
Well, I
you
don't
think
know
they
if
just
they
get a new
recast.
voice?
Maybe if they want to stick those main emotions. Apparently, I heard they're not getting paid enough, so they decline it, which sucks. They should just pay them.
Oh, is that
Um,
why? Damn, Bill Hader.
yeah,
Thought you're
I
rich
heard it's
already,
like.
man.
Well, I guess I mean, Disney is like richer. They should just really just pay them, like, for real. Come on.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. That's true. They should just renegotiate it. Hmm.
yeah. So hopefully they come back. But if not, maybe they'll just replace the emotion with a completely different emotion because we know there's gonna be different emotions. So I don't know what kind of emotion. Let's look at core emotion. What human emotions? What are a list of them? Like, what is something? My friend keep on joking because I wanna shout out my friend who keep on joking this because it's not my own idea, but my friend keep on saying, like, imagine there is a character named Constipation, voiced by Paul Giamatti. Like, what the fuck? There's an emotion for constipation. Like, what the shit?
I mean, that's an emotion you don't want right there. That's an emotion that's like sitting in the corner. That's for sure. And everyone hopes that it doesn't come out.
Yeah, like
So
I'm
yeah.
looking at I'm looking at Wikipedia for like a list of emotion. There is like this is like boredom. I guess that's like part of disgust. I don't know. Like, it's weird because all of like the core emotions are literally joy, fear, sadness, disgust, and anger. That's like sort of the thing. But there's like also anticipation. There's an emotion. There is like surprise, boredom, loading, annoyance,
Loading.
acceptance, trust. That's weird to try to picture that in a inside out setting.
In
Yeah.
a yeah, as a character, I guess I cannot really see it. Like how do you make a
Yeah.
character of for acceptance? Like I cannot embody that into a character kind of thing in my head at least. But
I
hey,
can see surprise. I think
yeah,
surprise is one.
surprise makes sense, but it might be quite similar to fear though, where they just kind of like whoa at everything.
Right, but if fear
Maybe.
is gone, then maybe they do that for surprise. And I can
Yeah, that's true.
totally see, because of puberty, I can totally see them doing love as like an emotion or something.
Oh yeah, I think they're going to do that. But technically, they kind of can have it though already with like the family love, or is that a different thing?
No, that was an island. That was an island, right? So,
Yeah. All right. Sure.
But yeah, no,
Uh,
you brought up family, and that brought up an interesting point. Like when in Inside Out, we saw the inside of the head of the father and the mother too, but they only all of them both have the five core emotions as well. So like, why is it
right,
in
that's
Riley
true.
that there is more emotions if in the previous one, grown adult, there is only five? So maybe there is like
Maybe
a
we get to
temporary
see.
emotion for teenagers. There is temporary emotion, and the emotions die. What? Oh yeah, that's so grim.
Oh my
Um,
God, this is grim.
like Bing
Dude,
Bong,
the
just
emotions fell
disappear.
into where the yeah just disappears like that. Oh man, that's grim. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe this time we get this is like they're like they'll hint at like what's the name? Oh, the emotions are turning into like one person kind of thing. I mean, like they like in the dad one, they all look the same. They all of them have like the body
The
of anger, right?
mustache.
So maybe this time, they'll everyone will have like the body of joy, just different emotion.
Oh my.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm intrigued.
So yeah. Interesting though. Interesting. So Inside Out 2, definitely something to watch out for. Uh,
Yeah.
Albert, do you think you'll cry?
I probably, but Pete Doctor is not directing, so that's like the only issue that I have.
Oh,
But so we'll
yeah,
see.
that's true.
But Pete Doctor always make
Right.
a great emotional film.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So now let's move on from Inside Out 2 to the next one we got here, which is another series, Zootopia Plus in Disney Plus. Yeah, it's a series. This one is a six-episode anthology series releasing in November on Disney Plus, which follows various members of Zootopia, including the sloth. I think we all know which character we want to see. It's gotta be the
Which one is
sloth,
it?
right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be the sloth. Come on. I just want to see I want them to like just like troll us, just troll us. Like the whole episode of the sloth, that like 30-minute runtime is just him stamping one paper.
Oh my god. There's no way they do that. Dude, you know what? I want to see
I,
because at the end of because I just watched Utopia, right? At the end of the film, the slot Flash, his name is Flash, he got caught for speeding. So I want to
oh, that's
see
true.
a Fast and Furious style episode starring the slot.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea as well. No, I think he got caught for speeding because he just can't take his foot off the pedal fast enough. you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see, I want to see a Mr. Big episode because he's sort of like the small. He's a
Is
small like gerbil. I don't. Is it gerbil? I'm not sure. But it's like the small one that's like the
It's like the
Godfather
Godfather,
style,
right?
basically. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to see like what his
Yeah.
mafia is like with the polar bear. Oh my god,
Oh, Mr.
Mister
Blue Bolt.
Mr. Bluebolt saying that I want to see Gazelle to have an episode where she's caught for tax fraud, reference to real life Shakira. Um,
Oh, is that
that's
is that
gonna.
what happened to her at one point? I
Oh,
didn't know that.
not at one point. Right now, she's
Oh,
like
right
in
now.
trouble.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's in trouble because of like I believe it's like tax. It's not tax fraud. It's like it's a different word, but she's avoiding to basically it's something to do with taxes. But like she's in trouble with the Spanish
Tax
government already.
evasion.
Tax evasion,
Tax
yes,
evasion. Yeah.
with the Spanish government. So
Uh,
that's a little bit
okay,
too
I didn't
meta
know
there.
that.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah,
Hey man, Zootopia is about real life, man. That's real life.
fair.
But yeah, yeah. Honestly, out of I don't know, the pictures they show, at least, yeah, the
Yeah,
one that's interesting is really just the Mr. Big episode and Flash. Um, in the picture, if um in the picture
I
they show. Can you bring up a picture, bro? Yeah, I'll just say
uh
it while you bring it up.
I don't have the picture, but I can try to
There's
look
a
for
picture
it.
of Mr. Big, the daughter, I think, of Mr. Big episode, right?
For the
And
wedding.
then, yeah, in the wedding, and then Flash and a female sloth, in the diner, and then there's who's the main characters? family.
The main character's mom and dad. Yeah.
Yeah, the mom and dad, yeah, doing something, and then the weasel. I think he got rich at some point.
Oh no, he's the guy. He's the guy who does the who makes the rip-off DVD films.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
Weaselton dude or something. He Duke Weaselton. He make the bootleg DVDs of like the Frozen. What is it? There's like a bunch of the I forgot the title, but there's like great parody titles of like
hmm
Rhino Ralph or something like that. Yeah. So he's getting
yeah,
rich.
yeah.
Interesting.
There's that, and then I don't know about the two mouse thing. I'm not too sure what's that about. I don't remember
That
that at
might.
all.
I mean, that looks like Mr. Big. Could that be an origin story of Mr. Big?
Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. That would be cool. I would want to see that. Mr.
Also,
Big episode rising to power,
also,
the
I am
underground
looking. I'm
world of
looking at the
Utopia.
background. There is like a Statue of Liberty type thing with what I don't know what animal that is. So that's funny to see.
Yeah. Yeah, and then in the final picture there's the police station people, the chief, the buffalo,
Chief
and
Bogo.
yeah, and the cheetah, the yeah.
Yeah, they both love. They both like dancing, and they both like Giselle. The cheetah's name is what is his name? I don't
Yeah.
remember what his name is.
I don't know his name either. But all I know, those are the how many one six thing they
Benjamin.
reveal right now. Yeah. The I guess the six characters that's going the character in the six episodes. Got them. Yeah. How I don't know. Uh, Are you interested in the whole show at all, or just going to like watch the one that you want?
I think I'll probably pick and choose at first. I guess it depends. Is this actually, I'm actually curious. Is this a short or is it a show? Like, is it a full episode or is it like a short, like I Am Groot? Also, by the way, I watched remember we talked about Baymax a while ago? I watched it. I
hmm
watched Baymax like last week, not completely sober, but I watch a show, and it's like it's cool and all. It's nothing interesting, but it's like a 10 minute short. So just pointed out like that's like sort of the same vein of this like a one-off story for each. So I don't know if they're gonna do that short, like 10 minutes, or it's gonna be full episodic. So
I think
yeah,
it's going to be a full like at least 20-30 minutes kind of thing, maybe.
okay, makes sense.
That's my thought at least. Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
want to
All
see the
right.
mobster storyline. So
Yeah, that'll be cool. Especially if
mhm,
it's about Mr. Big episode rising to power. Kind
yeah,
of want to see that. Yeah. All right. So
mhm.
yeah, that's Utopia Plus. Uh. Yeah.
Fair.
So now
Paul was there, so he can testify.
let's move on to the next news we got here, which is titled Iwaju, a Disney Plus series as well. This one. So Iwaju is about it is it is described as a love letter to Lagos and Nigeria, following a futuristic coming-of-age story about best friends Tola and Cole, coming in 2023. So basically, what Wakanda?
Pretty much. Also, gotta say this is a collaboration between Disney and Kugali Media, which is a British company. So yeah,
Oh, okay,
that's
that's cool.
I don't know if Disney does that a lot. I'm not aware. I'm not too familiar with it, but I don't think they do. So it's interesting that they're collaborating for this project. And the pictures looks great. If you look up the pictures for Iwaju, Iwaju, the picture looks great. The style looks simple, but I like the design.
Yeah,
Like you said, the Wakanda vibes of it. Oh,
yeah. I really like from the picture at least. I like the city, the background, the city, basically the environment, how they make it. Um,
hmm
yeah, I just like yeah, the way they make the futuristic city while still having like what's the name? It's not fully futuristic, I guess, kind of thing, you know. Yeah, it's still got like the real life culture and everything. So yeah,
yeah,
I
like
think
the
it's
whole
great.
The
Um,
whole idea of like Afrofuturism, right? Like just the an Africanistic future kind of thing. It's always so intriguing because like the Wakanda vibe of it, like the forest district, but like with the tower, and like you can see like sort of in the bottom left picture, there's it seems like there's gonna be a divide of the boy character and the female character. Like the guy's character like place is sort of like more not it's more like the countryside, I guess, and like the girl is like more on the city side. So maybe we'll see that
ah,
story. I just
yeah,
noticed it
that
too, and
makes
I was looking at it. I
sense.
was like, that's gonna be an interesting comparison of how the
I'm I'm
civilization
I'm
developed.
guessing the story will be something about like back then that the best friend they were living on the countryside, I guess the poor side of it, and at some point the girl kind of moved to the big city. I think that's the plot.
Might be. It is a coming of age film, so we'll have to see. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
it
looking
looks
from
good.
the picture when they're young with the wizard, with the lizard, not the wizard.
Maybe it is a wizard. Maybe a
Oh,
wizard
actually,
turned to a lizard.
yeah. Maybe. I mean, looking from that picture, it looks more countryside than it is like rich city metropolitan kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just looking from that one picture at least. And I don't know, if you look at the building, it's more yellow as well. So it's kind of look more like on the right side there on the the,
Yeah.
the, the countryside of it. So that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Looks really
Yeah.
cool.
Uh, I mean, are you looking forward to this bird?
Um, I'll probably wait to see the reviews of how people thinks it is. But like I really like the design. Cause I don't know. I think I just like the idea of the Afrofuturism world. Just looks so cool to me. So I'm really like
Hmm.
that. But in terms of story, we'll have to see if it's like people are raving about it, and I'll check it out. Otherwise, probably I'll skip it.
Yeah. Whenever it's out, I'm probably going to check out like the first few episodes, and I'll see how I vibe with it. If I like it, then I'll continue. If not, then I'll just kind of stop.
Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Like you said, the design and everything looks great and clean. So yeah, I'll give it a
Mm-hmm.
watch.
Yeah.
All right, and now I think yeah. Lastly, the big news that we got from the D23 Expo is Wish, the Disney animation. Um, so Albert, what is Wish?
This one is the most intriguing one because
Yep.
this will celebrate the 100th anniversary of the studio. I didn't realize this, but it's been 100 years since Walt Disney Studios came out, which is
Mm-hmm.
crazy to think about.
Crazy, crazy
This is like this is not the 100th film, but this is like basically celebration of it. But
anniversary.
it's basically Disney's wish ask, how did the star so many Disney characters have looked at and wish upon came into existence? Which is a weird concept of its own. But
Yeah.
basically, it's gonna be where is Disney's wish follow Asha, voiced by Ariana DeBose, who you might know from West Side Story, who sees a darkness in the kingdom of wishes and decides to wish on a star, and then the star comes to life. This film will blend watercolor style with 3D animation and is directed by Jennifer Lee, who co-wrote it with Chris Buck. They are the team behind Frozen, so you know it's gonna be a good product. Actually, no. Wait, Jennifer Lee co-wrote the film with Chris Buck, and Ver- Verasutum is directing. So apologies on that. The correction right there. Uh, and yeah, Julia Michaels is gonna write original songs, but just this concept. What's your and Alan Tudyk is voicing the goat, who I believe name is Valentino. So just this concept alone, what's your thought on that?
When I was reading the concept of it, how did the stars from a Disney character have looked at wish upon come to existence thing? I had
Uh-huh.
to read that like two or three times. I don't know why. It feels like such a complex sentence. But yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, the concept is interesting. I really don't know what to expect from this story, honestly, from the concept that they give. However, I I feel like the blend with watercolor style with 3D animation, I feel like that would look really great. Yeah, like really like
Yeah.
magical painting like kind of thing. I feel like that would be really cool.
Yeah, I agree. And
Yeah.
like the
Uh,
most clear picture is in the bottom right there. And like I mean that looks nice if that's the actual concept of the design. Um but yeah, I mean, like you said, just thinking the idea of mixing those two together is gonna be really neat. And with the songs, if they're I don't know who's writing this. Well, okay, wait, we did know Julia Michaels. I'm not familiar with Julia Michaels' work. So we'll see how the song goes. But Ariana DeBose have a great voice, so looking forward to that. I'm actually looking at Julia Michaels right now. Oh, she was in The Voice. She's an advisor in the. Okay, wait, that's her from American Idol discography. Let's see her discography real quick.
Ooh.
Not familiar
Yeah,
with her music.
in the what's the name in the Expo, I guess. Arena the Bose did perform, right? She performed so it's more for us an original song from from Wish, basically. So yeah, and from the snippets that I get to see on Twitter, that yeah,
Yeah.
she sounds really amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so I found some of Julia Michaels' credit. So she's a songwriter and has written songs for Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, Fifth Harmony, Shawn Mendes, Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, Haley Steinfeld, and Gwen Stefani. And she also her most famous written songs is "Sorry" from by Justin Bieber, which is a good song, and "Lose You to Love Me" by Selena Gomez, which I don't know if I'm familiar with that one or not, but I'm familiar with "Sorry." So I mean, that's a catchy song. So if it's any indication, that could be a fun song um, of what's to come with this one.
Yeah, definitely. What's the name? Well accomplished.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, again, the idea, the
Honestly, outside of
idea.
that,
Go ahead.
what is it?
No,
Oh
I was
no, I was
going to
just
say
gonna
again,
say,
the idea of a
uh,
star coming to life that you wish upon it could be interesting. And like, I get what they're trying to do. Like, because it's when you open the Disney, it's like then
mm-hmm.
when you wish upon a star, because of Pinocchio, obviously, which have been unfortunately tainted because of they decided to release Pinocchio this exact same week. Um, but it's like the whole idea of like wishing upon a star, and they decided to do it. Like, so that's a very ambitious idea. So we'll have to. I'm again super curious. I think it's going to be good. I have strong faith, especially since the creators of Frozen is behind it, even though they're not directing it. But I have strong hopes for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much to say. You pretty much say all the stuff I want to say already. Yeah.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
Uh, I
Alan
guess
Tudyk
yeah, that's
voicing an
about it. I
animal again.
guess.
It's gonna be Alan
Yeah,
Tudyk's
I
just
mean,
gonna be
Alan Tudyk,
voicing
who
an
is it?
animal.
Who is it? Valentino now, the goat. I mean, all you have to do is just to remember the whole goat scream meme that they like put into in Taylor Swift's song. That's all you have to do. Yeah.
Pretty much.
What do you think? The Storm Day, that seems meta and ambitious. I think it's going to be meta the whole like
See, the
movie.
first description of the first description of the report makes it sound meta, but the more they talk about it, where it's just like follows Asha, who sees darkness in the kingdom of wishes and decides to wish on a star, then the star comes to life. It doesn't seem less meta anymore after hearing that part of it, right? But I think it's very hopeful. So I don't know if
Yeah,
Kelvin is doing a Frozen impression or if Kelvin's actually Frozen.
I was actually frozen.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much my I don't have any thoughts on Wish other than I really hope that Wish is like will be like one of the like really good Disney movie. It has to be, you know.
Yeah,
It's the anniversary movie, 100th anniversary. That's a big one right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, I
We'll
guess that's
see.
about it. That's I don't have any other thoughts on Wish. Hubert?
No, just really looking forward to see that trailer, and hopefully it does it. Hopefully it's good, because if not, this is gonna be kind of sad. Like 100th
I mean,
anniversary, yeah, shit film.
there,
Oh
there's a
no,
lot there's a
there's a
lot
lot
of
of
pressure on
stakes.
Wish. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
So yeah, really hopeful that Wish is good. Yeah.
pretty much.
Uh, all right. So
All right,
I guess we should just wrap it up.
we probably should. Yeah, I'm surprised we managed to do
Yeah.
it just slightly over 2 hours. I thought we are gonna go way more with all the things going on. But yeah.
Yeah. Just a very quick one. It's not too important. There is something about Strange World. I think they just kind of like mentioned the cast. I think, right? So basically, it's
Hmm?
going to star Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, Yabuki, Young White, Gabriel Union, and Lucy Liu. That's about it.
Yeah, that the good draft that one,
Yeah.
right? So we'll
Yeah.
have to see.
So we'll have to see that. Yeah. All right. So I guess yeah. Let's just plug it out and yeah. Look forward to the emergency podcast later on. So Albert, why don't you start? Where is the plug? Oh wait, no. Okay. So yeah, I'll plug for Ariq and Teguh, I guess. So yeah,
Okay.
you can find Ariq on Instagram at Ariq Andria and Ricky Do on Latterbox. And for Teguh, you can find it on TG22399 on Instagram and Tegido on Twitter. And you can find me, Kelvin, on KYH27 on Instagram, Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. And Albert, finally.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at JA Wiradharma. That's where I post all my Instagram posts, Twitter posts, and like obviously I make TikTok videos. So check me out there. As well as find Jaw Movies YouTube channel and Letterboxd. That's where I put all my movie logs is on Letterboxd. So follow me there. And the Jaw Movies YouTube channel is where you will see the video version of the Councilmen Show, as well as other stuff that if we do like a bonus episode, Councilmen Show is going to be here as well on the video version. But obviously, you can find it on the audio version as well of the Councilman Show, which you can find on Twitter, Instagram, and other box at Councilman Show. And the audio podcast itself is called The Councilman. So search us up there, subscribe, leave a review for us in the Councilman podcast feed. Even if you're like listening on the podcast, on the audio listener, give support us, go check out the YouTube channel, subscribe, so get those numbers up, and like the video, and vice versa. If you're on the video, if you're watching live stream, go check out the audio podcast and just like download it for your feed. Help us up in the algorithm. And if you want to send us email, go email us at councilmanshow@gmail.com. If you like want to give a suggestion, send us pictures or some I don't know why I said pictures. Send us stuff on email. You can
Albert,
do
what are
that.
you expecting here?
Like fan art, fan art. Send us fan art. There I was saying there.
Fan
If you
art.
want to send us
Yeah,
fan
okay.
art of like Ariq serving Arby's or like Kelvin doing a Ken the Hat cosplay, send those fan arts to councilmanshow@gmail.com. Go do it.
If anyone sends fan arts, we can just we'll give credits and put that on the shirt.
it's it's so funny. Like usually fan arts come like by the fans themselves. Now we are requesting the fan arts. Like we want you to draw this for us. But no, again, literally, our email is open. Go send it there. And talking about Calvin, talking
Albert,
about merch. Hmm?
go on, go on.
I was going to say, Calvin, talking about merch. You can get the Councilman Show merch at tpublic.com/user/councilman-show, and you can get designs such as the original design and council plays. Put it in the background. So yeah,
Yeah,
what you were
all
saying?
right. No, it's fine. It's okay.
Well, okay.
So
Well,
yeah, I guess
we have a
there
review
isn't
that
much else to say. Oh, we have a review?
we
Okay.
do have a review. So we do. Let's read that before we end the show. Do you want to read it or should I?
You read it. My internet is really bad.
Okay, so this review is
I
from
By the
Apple.
way, throughout the whole block, I can't hear anything. I was just guessing.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, here is the review from Apple Podcasts from Julie Curry Double O. Uh, she titled her review, "Where's the Dumbledore's Arby's merch?" Well, it's sorry, the
Sorry.
merch. Maybe we'll have a new design. You know what? I'll tell Ariq to come up with a new design because he did the old design that got taken down by Warner Brothers. Um, I'll tell Ariq to make a new design and maybe we'll do a new Arby's merch that hopefully doesn't get taken down. But anyway, her review says, "Enjoyable, chill show. My favorite segment is easily weekly watches through though sorry my favorite segment is easily weekly watches, though I wish they talk about the films they watch more among each other, because recently it feels like a contest of who has seen the most movies that week between the four of them. Otherwise, I do enjoy it and wish they keep this segment long term. 5 stars from Julie Curry Double O. So thank you, Julie, for that review. Really help us there. And yeah, I mean, I think we've changed up at the system a little bit recently, right? Trying to keep it more simple for the weekly watches. So, but yeah, that segment is sticking around long term for sure. I don't know if you can hear me or not. So if Calvin cannot hear me, then I guess I'll just wrap up the show on his behalf if Calvin is okay. I doubt he can hear me. But yeah, thank you again for the review. If you want to leave us another review, go ahead, leave us a review on Apple Podcast, Castbox, Podbean, wherever platform, or even Anchor. Or if you want to send it to the email, leave us the review there. But again, thank you everyone for listening. Stay safe out there. And until next time, the councilman has spoken, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace out, everyone. Check out our emergency bonus podcast.